Hey friends, as I'm learning new things, I'd like to share them. Some of us are grading our discussions, and I found an easy way to keep track of it. So when you make a discussion, I'm just going to make, I'll go ahead and call one maybe Chapter 5 discussion. No, Chapter 6 discussion. We'll have one of those eventually. Okay. I'm going to add item. When I go into my discussion now, and I can edit it, what I'm going to do is I want to allow threaded replies so they can reply to each other. I'm going to hit graded. I know someone had asked me about this before and I didn't know how it worked. So I had not been using it, and I kind of wish I had been, because once the students start commenting, you can't go back and change this. But I know now. So if you click graded, I'm putting 100 points possible because the students understand that scale. This I'm still a little confused on. Display as what? I had been clicking percentage. Maybe I'll just put points because it's out of 100 points anyway on this. Everything else looks pretty good, so I'm going to save that. So that is how you would set it up with grades. Now I want to show you a discussion that I've already done that is graded, so I'm going to go back to my modules, and I'm going to show you how easy this is and how much easier this is to keep track of. So they did Chapter 5 discussion, so I can go into that. I can go down. Now, what I had been doing in the past was looking for like Lily's, and then I've been looking like, where has Lily responded to other people, and trying to find her name, and there it is. And that was really hard to count it all up. There's a much easier way now that it's ungraded. Open in Speed Grader. That shows me all of her posts in this one discussion, so I can see her main one and that she responded to 2 people. I can also put a grade and comment. Wow, this is so much easier. Then I can hit next, and I can now see Georgia Cates, and that she commented on one other, and which is fine because I asked them to only comment on one other this time. I had already graded hers and written a comment. So the next one is Carson, which I hadn't graded yet, so we can see his, and we can see his comment. So this is just a lot easier to keep track of the discussions and who's got it done. And then it will also keep it in the gradebook on Canvas that we can look at. I'm immediately writing this stuff down in my written gradebook, and I'll be moving it over to my RenWeb gradebook. So yeah, that is a lot easier. Getting out of this view is a little tricky. It's really kind of hard to get back into the modules. I just kind of click that, taking me to my gradebook. You can see some of the grades that we've been getting. Some people haven't taken their science quiz yet. Also, if you heard that blink, I'm using something called Google Hangouts. If I go back to my inbox page, which you can't see the tabs I'm clicking, but back to my email, I actually have a chat set up with my 5th graders, set up through our Gmail accounts. Would you like me to post the DARE essay on Google Classroom? Yes, please. Put it in the DARE essay assignment I created. Alright, so this is a group chat. So far I've only got 7 students that are in. I've got Carson, Georgia Kate, Lauren, Lily, Noah, and Olivia. I had added a link to this in yesterday's module, and these are the ones that had added. I need to add the link again to try to get the rest of the class, but it's nice because they can ask questions. I can quickly respond. If I'm online on my computer, it comes through wherever I've got Google open. If I'm not online, I have the app on my phone, and they'll come through on my phone. One thing that is annoying is they don't come through on my phone if I'm online on my computer, which I kind of don't like because I'm not always sitting at my computer and don't always realize. But anyway, that's just a quick and easy way. And also with Google Hangouts, I can video call, and on my phone I can actually call. So I have, I'm hoping to schedule some conferences Monday with the students because we weren't supposed to have school on Monday anyway. So if I go back into my courses, wow, silly, it was already there. Today's course, I believe it was today's at the end, I was asking them to sign up for a time of when they could call me on Monday. It doesn't look like anyone has responded to that yet, but I'm hoping I can call them on Google Hangouts. One other thing that I wanted to share was someone had asked me, how can we get grades on workbook pages or written work? Maybe you could have students take a picture, but also another option that I'm doing is I'm making a quiz. I did for my science homework. I just made a quiz. I typed out the questions and sorry, trying to think. I typed out the questions and then I put in the answers and they were able to submit it. You can do multiple choice. You could do fill in the blank. You can do essay. I don't know. I'll make a bogus quiz here. Spelling. We'll have a spelling unit 10 at some point. Add item. So when you make a quiz, you can click on it. You can edit it. So here's where you can go in to do the questions. New question. So this is a multiple choice type. You type in your question here, and then you would type in the possible answers. You can change which one is the correct one by clicking the arrow. You can also make them true, false, fill in the blank, fill in multiple blanks, lots of different types. For if anyone wants students to write out sentences or definitions, you can just do essay question. Then maybe you can put your spelling words that you want to use in the sentence. Like one of our words last week was downfall. Maybe you could say, write downfall in a sentence. And then they would be able to do that. To see students' quizzes, I'll go into one that they finished. That was on Tuesday. It was science. All right, so we can look at that. Show student quiz results. And you can go in and see what they've done. And yes, Lily Chin's is messed up and shows his numbers. I don't know why her name shows up like that. But you can go in and you can see their answers. Just be careful if you have any essay questions in there. It will count them wrong until you go in and physically change them. So like number 6 was one where they had to type in, and I had to go in and read it and then change the points. You can just type those in. And then once you change the points, you can hit update score. But this is a way that I'm finding for students to do their homework instead of doing workbook pages, or a way to even type in their answers from the workbook pages. I don't always have time to make one of these, but that is just an option. Alright, I hope you guys learned something.